Getaway, 8 women friends had an idea that spawned into writing a cookbook, which went on to become one of the most successful brands in Canadian publishing, the Best of Bridge. And I'm so excited that Mary Haviland is here. You're one of the contributors and one of the ladies that started it all.
I am. I'm still
exciting.
here.
A lot of these recipes are a staple in my house, and we were actually just talking about how it's my mom's generation and my grandma's generation that really took on the cookbook.
I think it always makes us feel good when somebody your age tells us that they grew up on Best of Bridge food, because when we started out doing it, we were just young mothers, and so the food we were making was the food that worked, and we tested all the recipes, and because there were so many of us, we knew they worked because we'd all made it. So it was great to see other people embrace our enthusiasm for food.
And so now you've compiled a lot of those into the holiday classics. This is your latest book.
And we thought it was a really good idea because people say there's certain recipes that I dust off every year for Best of Bridge, Thanksgiving or entertaining during the holiday season, and there's actually a real recipe for how to do a turkey in there. And there's leftovers. There's all the things that you need for this time of the year.
Yeah, very exciting. My mom was really excited to hear that you were here today. And actually one of her classic ones that we do over the holidays is the crisps here. That is the cocktail crisps.
Yes, they are so good. And you know, my children love these too. That has an appeal for all the kids. And you know what's in there is Rice Krispies.
Yes.
And that's what the kids say, oh, really?
Yeah. So do you guys all still get together? I know there's just a few of you guys left.
Well, you know, I think like any close group of friends, we've been together for over 40 years. And so we've lost some of our partners. And actually, this feels really strange for me because I'm doing this by myself because we're always together, horsing around and getting into trouble. And so we're doing it on a sort of a slower basis now. And there's really only 4 of us left.
And are you guys still coming up with new recipes? Or
yes, we do. And now we have Robert Rose publishes for us. So when we get a good one, and actually I just got one the other day, we give it to them and they include it in some of the other books. And so, yeah, you never really stop.
Never stop creating.
No.
What do you hear most from people? Because I mean, it is really a classic staple in a lot of households.
I think it's a good example would be when we got our website. Finally, we've been through all those. I mean, there was just a fax machine when we started out. Men will say, you know what, I used to look through those books for the jokes because I loved them, and for A Toast to the Bride, and then I thought, you know, I could make some of this. So people who were not cooks became cooks, and now, of course, men are cooking just as much as women, but I think that's what's so rewarding for us, just like when you were telling us that, you know, you had it. It's good.
So you brought some other recipes here as well. So this is the dip here. That's the Stilton pate.
Yes. Now that's a more sophisticated touch, and it's made with Stilton cheese. There's a little bit of brandy in there, a little bit of, let me see, butter, cream cheese, and you put it together in a Cuisinart. So it's a very sophisticated appetizer. People love it, and I would suggest if you make it, you should make it, but make it with another appetizer because some people don't like blue cheese.
And it looks very nice, but I'm counting here, it's got 5 ingredients in it.
Not too difficult.
That's very easy.
Just put them in the Cuisinart, turn it on, it creams, and then I get little red ramekins at Christmas time, just so it's not too much, and give them for gifts.
Yeah. That's really a good idea. So this one, that's the tiger butter that you brought there.
I know, and you're talking to me and my mouth is watering.
I haven't tried that, I have to say.
Well, you know what you do, and it's fun to make this because you get good chocolate, you melt it, add some peanut butter to it, spread it around on a cookie sheet, then you melt some dark chocolate, and you put blobs of it all around. It's fun to make. And then you get a knife, and you pull it through, and you feel like an artist. And you make this tiger patter. So that's why we call it tiger butter.
It's, again, really simple, just 3 ingredients here.
Yeah.
And, okay, and then the mixed nuts in the glass jar there.
We call these magic mixed nuts because they disappear really fast.
Everyone, a crowd favorite?
And because the trick there is you whip an egg white, mix it with the nuts, and 4 kinds of nuts, whatever nuts you like, and then you add some cinnamon and some cayenne or some cumin for that sort of sweet, savory taste. And it's a family favorite.
Did you guys have any cooking experience, any professional cooking
Nope.
experience before you started this?
We weren't cooks, we weren't publishers, we were teachers, and some people worked for airlines. I was an interior designer. We were mothers who were at home with our kids. Some of us were working, and for us, the recipes were easy to get together. We didn't have any publishing experience, so we decided just to do a cookbook. I can tell you quickly that we did decide we wanted to have 100 pages in this book. They did a mock-up once we went and got the loan from the bank, and it was only half the size. And that's when we found the difference between pages and leaves. And a page is one side of a leaf. We had to go back to the bank for $10,000 more. And the banker said, "This is going to ruin your friendship." So when the thing took off and we were having to sort things out, like we couldn't believe how busy we were, and if we had any issues, we said, "Remember what the banker said. We are not going to let this ruin our friendship."
And it only made you guys stronger.
We were best friends forever, for 40 years.
Wow.
I think that's our best achievement.
And the rest of us get to benefit from that. So
That's true.
Thanks so much, Mary, for coming by today.
It was fun.
I'm going to go make some of the Schwartz's hash browns. Those are my other favorite from your other cookbooks for this holiday season. Again, thanks so much. Still to come, Uncommon Common Foods with Chef Jen. But first, here's what's happening in and around Calgary.